is a lovely day here in the Hoosier State. We're going to get up into the 70s today, and this is too much. I am hot. But with it being so warm, I've decided that instead of waiting the next 4 to 5 days to get in and take out my Apivar treatment, since we discovered the Varroa Mites in the Buckeye Hive, and we went ahead and just for a precaution, treated the CC Hive. It's beautiful right now. Both of my hives are very active, but next weekend, it's gonna be really nasty, and I really don't wanna open up my bees if it's gonna be raining and cold, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it today while the weather's nice. And if the 6 weeks didn't do it, then I don't know what's gonna do it. So we're gonna go ahead, bring back out the honey supers for the CC Hive, put those back in, remove our Apivar strips, and just do a really quick inspection of our hives today. Not very in-depth. We'll be giving them another pollen patty, and you guys just saw we did go ahead and feed them some sugar syrup. We do 2 to 1, so 2 parts sugar to 1 part water. So now all we got to do is get suited up, bring those honey supers out, get the smoker smoking, and pop these guys open. Come on, let's go.
Notice that my smoker is not smoking. I ran out of my smoking material, so I did try to use twine and dried leaves that were safe to be burned for the beehives, but sadly that didn't work. And you guys are gonna see, it's gonna get a whole lot more dramatic real fast. The first thing I did wrong here was I tried to blow this bee off my glove, and it immediately aggravated all the other bees. Ouch, yeah, that hurt. Sting number 2 incoming in 3, 2, 1. You guys aren't seeing it, but I did have to walk away from this hive about 10 different times because the guard bees kept pelting my bonnet and my net around my face. So they were real hot today, and not having smoke did not help the situation.
That's all I can say. That was supposed to be like 5 minutes tops in each hive. And the CC Hive, the one that originally was just real cranky with me last time, was pretty easy. I mean, I didn't have smoke. I know, guys. Don't need a lecture. It was just one of those days where I'm in a hurry. Figures. I'm all out of smoke. Smoke pellets and starters, and I tried using some of my twine and some leaves, but it was not having it. So we rolled without smoke today. Probably will never do that again. I need to go ahead. We use like a cotton based smoker start, so I have to get on Amazon and track it down because I sure as heck am not going to do that again. That was kind of crazy. So it was actually the CC Hive that I was worried about being robust enough for the winter that was like psychotic. I don't know what that was. I'm pretty sure they're queened, right? Because they had a queen in there. I think it's because it's been like really warm all week, like unseasonably warm, and I opened it up. I mean, in the fall, like really at this point, I should be leaving them alone and just feeding them. But because I was irresponsible to begin with and didn't really pay attention for Varroa mites and didn't do monthly hive inspections like I should have been, I just kind of got caught with my pants down on this one. So here we are, beginning of November, cracking open hives, trying to pull out the Apivar strips that we were using for our treatments for Varroa mites. And like I said, it was only supposed to be like a 5-10 minute job each. Nah. I figured a little bit more time for the CC hive because when I put in the Apivar strips, I went ahead and removed the extra honey supers just in case they fail this winter, because you're really not supposed to consume the honey after you've done a Varroa mite treatment with Apivar. It's not approved, so I will not be eating that honey. I could use that honey for bait for swarms in the spring, but that's why I pulled that honey super, so that maybe we could get just a little something off that hive if they fail this winter. And I put it back on because I want them to have it for stores for this winter, because while it's warm now, I have a really bad feeling we're going to have bad winters here. I mean, yeah, I really don't foresee us having a good winter. I think we're going to have a rough one. So I'm feeding my bees like crazy. I'm going to wait for them to calm down before I go give them pollen patties, because both hives were done with their pollen patties. Now, the last time I got in there was about 6 weeks ago, and yeah. It should have been really easy to pull those out and just wham bam, but it was like the moment I would breathe even remotely close to the Buckeye hive, they were like on my face. I sustained probably about 7 stings from them today, because while I have my jacket, I do not wear like a full body suit or pants. Well, I wear pants, obviously. I wore jeans, but when they sting, when they land on my jeans and they sting me, like I can feel that. So I went back inside and I got a pair of sweatpants on to kind of buffer that, and it seemed to help. But I think I might invest in a full body suit just because for times like that. I mean, it became a much more involved chore because, number one, I am out of smoker start stuff. Yeah. I have some of the smoker pellets that I was going to try, and like they just wouldn't start at all. So I didn't pay very much for them, so I'm not too upset about that, but I probably won't use that. What Mark had used before was like a cotton and other type of fiber that's safe to use for smoke for the beehives. So Mark's really busy right now, or else I would have had him out here smoking the bees for me while I was working, but yeah. And if you guys have seen our past videos, we're not the strongest when it comes to using the smoker. Both of these hives at the beginning of the year started out super docile. Like I wouldn't even have to wear gloves. Like the last 3 times I've gotten in there, I had to wear gloves. 2 of the last 3 times I had to go on and put on a 2nd and 3rd pair of pants so that they would stop stinging me. Or if they stung me, at least I wouldn't feel it. But the good news is that the Apivar strips are out. We are done with our treatment, and the Buckeye hive is just frankly robust right now. I probably jumped the gun and got a little dramatic, feeling like it was going to die. But they did have Varroa mites because there was deformed wing virus presenting in there, and yeah, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So I'm done with those treatments. So these guys are good until the spring. Really, they should have come out next weekend, but with this, there is a bee still trying. Did you guys just see that? Like, yeah, it's buzzing around me. It's still angry at me. I've got one guard bee that won't leave me alone. Yet here I am without my face net. I can hear it somewhere. Probably gonna end up getting stung. That's cool, whatever. Little bee venom therapy, I guess. But we're trying to get in with some clubs and stuff, but COVID just kind of dashed all of our hopes of actually getting into a club and finding it to be somewhat useful. So maybe I'll take some like online courses this winter just to prepare me better next year. because I'm pretty sure I will have to do a split on the CC hive because that hive is really busted. They are really doing a good job, and I am almost sure that they will swarm and split, or I can do a walkaway split. I'll probably do a walkaway split. So yeah guys, that's all I've got for you today. I know it was a little crazy. Yeah, don't work your bees without smoke. I mean, yeah. It was just one of those days where it's like, this is the only day I have time to get in there and remove these strips, like for 3 weeks or so, because our schedule is getting crazy. Not to mention, I don't even get home until it's dark now with the time change. So, and our focus will be switching over to breeding season for our Nigerian dwarf goats, guys. So don't miss out on that. But I hope you guys found this somewhat entertaining. Who doesn't love to see a good bee sting every now and then? And I think I'm going to go ahead and catch you in the next one. Make sure you're all staying healthy out there, and please be kind to one another. But we'll catch you next time. Bye.